You're about to review the patient registration workbook within the Myway application. The main purpose of this workbook is to make sure that we can get information in correctly and as fast as possible. We know that front desk can spend a lot of time registering patients and it can get quite hectic at the front desk, so we need to try to keep their processes as smooth as possible and as efficient as possible. Anywhere in the system where you see a patient's name hyperlinked, you can actually select that and open it up and it'll bring their demographics. You're going to see right now I'm on the first tab where it gives me the ability where I can get a quick snapshot of all my basic information, and then I can also have the ability to see an image in the upper right if possible. On the left hand side gives me the option where I can see all of my scanned images. Now that we're going to be moving to an electronic system, instead of them actually opening up a paper chart, they have the ability where they can see everything on the left hand side. One of the nice benefits of this system and huge advantages for a front desk is whenever we open up the patient's demographics to make a change, you have the ability where you can set certain fields to be required. You'll see that these fields are going to be highlighted right now on my screen as being yellow. So not only can you customize the color, but you can actually set which fields you want to be required. Why this is nice is because we know that our highest turnover position or staff member is typically going to be your front desk. So it's going to be very hard to keep them trained on your processes and on your workflow. By setting these required fields, it will not actually let them go through this until they fill out each of those fields. Some other benefits from the screen is the ability in the lower right where it has driver's license number. You'll see how that's hyperlinked. We have the ability where we have an OCR capability, which stands for optical character recognition, where not only can we scan in the card and it will save that image of it, but it will actually pull the information off of the driver's license and put it directly in the system for you. This will help save plenty of time for the front desk person, and not only that, it will eliminate some of those data entry errors that you see time and time again. Once I close out of here and I keep moving on, we have our account information. This will give us the ability where we can add in our insurance information and then even track workers' comp accounts or motor vehicle accidents. You have the ability to track all of those insurance companies at once, and just like our driver's license, you can actually scan those in here at the bottom. Not only will it pull in what the insurance payer is, but it will actually pull in the member ID, group ID, which are typically the most often errors of either a number getting transposed or missing a certain digit. It will also track your copays in the right-hand side. Now, since there are tens of thousands of insurances, if there's a mom and pop insurance that maybe the OCR card reader cannot scan, you do have the ability where you can drop and drag. It'll pull an image and you can drop and drag certain features or certain numbers directly into the correct boxes. As we keep moving on throughout registration, you will see you have the ability up top to add in consents, emergency contacts, and even track employment within the system. One of the other tabs that we want to highlight on is the pharmacies. We upload all of the pharmacies that can e-prescribe and fax based on a certain area code of where the practice is. So you will have all of your pharmacies in there, so front desk can truly come in here, add, even if they see 2 or 3 pharmacies that they might go to, they can add those in, which now the doctor doesn't have to enter in that information. They just need to make sure they select the appropriate one when e-prescribing. Other things that we can do within registration is we have the ability at any time when we can come in here and we can add a new remark or a new pop-up message. These can be very beneficial if maybe the patient's hard of hearing or there's something that the doctor might need to see or be aware of before they actually go in here. It's truly as simple as typing in whatever the remark is, and then choosing where you want to show up. So you can actually have these set up if you're just scheduling an appointment. Maybe the patient's in collections and you don't want to collect that money. And you can select each of those and have it pop up appropriately where it needs to be.